Good evening, respected colleagues. As always, it's Sunday, as always, Forex Times and then Strelkov. And as always, today we will consider the probable movement of trading instruments for the upcoming trading week. And today we will look at the euro, the pound, and gold. Let's go. The euro at the present moment is most likely in a correctional movement, because if we consider with you the probable impulse movement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, after which we see one wave, the second, and the third. And if we, respected colleagues, pull Fibonacci extension on the corrective movement, then we will see a bit of the terminal slowing down. Excuse me. We will see with you that the euro has not yet reached the 100% extension. A little bit more, please note that according to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, we have an increase in buyers by 61%, which says that the trend is upward and the number of buyers has increased by 61%. Now let's take a look at weekly option contracts, and we will see that at this moment it has gone out of the decision-making range for entering the market for purchase. This suggests that now any pattern, in fact, any strong pattern for purchase can be worked out, but I will still wait for the pattern impulse correction. That is, we must see a more obvious impulse after which a corrective decline, and we make a decision to enter into the deferred orders, either above the base of the wave or above the base of the wave B. Stop loss can be set either below the end of wave C or down this impulse movement. Respected colleagues, in principle, the plan for the euro is this. And here is the plan for the pound in principle. It's more interesting. Now I'll show you. The thing is that if we take the pound with you and stretch the Fibonacci grid and Fibonacci extension on it, then we will get a very interesting moment. So we stretch the Fibonacci grid and Fibonacci extension on the correction. So we stretch the Fibonacci grid according to the impulse movement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The triangle is actually the fourth wave. You know that the triangle is the penultimate wave. Therefore, we have impulse, 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 and so on. So we do have an impulse. At this moment, correction is most likely developing. And you see, dear colleagues, the strongest range for a correction reversal is the 100%. Fibonacci extension that we built on the correction and the 61.8 support level on the Fibonacci grid that we actually built on the impulse movement. We wait for this level to be reached, after which either a pin bar breaking this level or an impulse correction after this level, and we enter again as in the euro with deferred orders for buying. At least, dear colleagues, we see a strong range from which we can work. There is no such range for the euro. I tried to build it. The divergence was very large, which says that there is no point in talking about too wide a range. But here is a very good range, 100% Fibonacci extension, and 61.8 is the support level on the Fibonacci grid. Wonderful. And now, of course, gold. If someone is very eager to trade, then, of course, this is an impulse. A correctional impulse. After that, we I apologize, of course, a correction and can work with deferred orders, sell stop orders, either a little lower basis of wave C or a little below the base of wave A. But there's a big but, dear colleagues. The thing is that gold is a refuge trading instrument where investors prefer to keep their money, that is to save their money from various political or economic shocks. So now there is a conflict between Iran and Israel. As this conflict continues to develop, gold will behave accordingly. If the Americans can persuade Israel not to respond to Iran's aggression, then gold might go into correction in principle, just as I've written. But if the Americans don't succeed in negotiating with Israel and Israel begins to respond to Iran, it could turn into something unclear, and investors will most likely be buying gold on a large scale, and gold will fly further up. Therefore, I would wait on gold right now, actually, with sales and purchases. But I underline if someone wants to take a risk. Or if someone really only trades, then in principle for you, this is nothing more than an impulse movement, an impulse correction impulse. Well, that's all. The same thing applies to oil. I don't have it in the forecast, dear colleagues, but with oil, there is a chic pin bar, a beautiful bearish pin bar. I love such ones when the price is already reversed and a pin bar is formed to take off stop losses that market participants have already set at break even. That is, whoever here on the evening star, this candlestick combination is called the evening star. The price ran down. The stop loss level has already been transferred to break even. And with this candlestick combination, which is called a bearish pin bar, all sellers were thrown out of the market and most likely ran down. But Iran and Israel and Saudi Arabia and the Americans came on their own ships. So what will happen with oil now is very unclear. Thank you very much, dear colleagues. This was Den Strelkov Forex Times Project. Goodbye to everyone.